Yo, YouTube! Sorry, but today I do have some good information for you guys. I've happened to try every single version of the Deathadder V3 that Razer has released. The Deathadder V3 is a significant refresh from the Deathadder V2. As you can tell, it looks completely different, and they've overhauled a bunch of performance specs. This is definitely more of an FPS performance-based mouse. If you're looking for something more general, the Deathadder V2 is still on sale, and it's a lot cheaper, and for general use, it'll get the job done. Fun fact, the Faker Edition is right here, the Deathadder V3 Faker Edition, but Faker doesn't actually use it in-game. He uses the Deathadder V2 still. So that's just a fun fact. If you just want a general gaming mouse, just get the V2, save some money, and get up out of here. But for you FPS nerds who want the best gaming mouse, I'm here to give you the information, and I'm just going to start off quick. The wired is the best version if you incorporate price. My personal pick, though, is the Faker Edition, and we'll get into that. Real quick, I have all the boxes. I'll show you the unboxing experience. The wired version has the smallest box. It's like this weird folding box. I don't know what's going on here, but yeah, it's a smaller box, so they're saving materials, more environmentally friendly. That's a plus. You do get this weird carrying pouch. I don't know why it's only on the wired version, but you get it. If you need to take this mouse somewhere, then you go ahead and use that pouch. Pro version, the only interesting thing is that it comes with these grips inside, and it's only on the Pro version, not the Faker Edition. We'll get into the grips later, but just for a heads up, I don't like them. So for the overall experience, like I said, the wired is the best, but we're actually going to start with the awkward middle child, the Pro. So the Pro is wireless, the Faker Edition is wireless as well, obviously. So if you need wireless, you have to go with the Pro or the Faker Edition. I personally didn't like the Pro out of the three because the coating, I mean, I don't even know if I should call it a coating because it's just like plastic, sandstone-like, like kind of, I don't know, really light sandpaper type of finish. And just putting it lightly, I think it's trash. It's buns. I don't like it at all. I could barely hold the mouse if my hands are getting sweaty, like if I'm playing after a long time. I don't know. It's weird. I could still play well with the mouse, but I'd always just prefer a rubberized coating, kind of like the Logitech Superlight and Game Gear XM1 coating. Even Zowie's mice. There's these rubberized coatings that are tried and true, that are tried and tested. They're goated. Like, let's just go with that from now on. I don't know what Razer was thinking with this. They said they consulted with pros to design the mouse, and I believe them, but I don't believe that everyone liked the coating. It's weird. I have heard that it's a lot better for dry hands, so if you have dry hands, you could go with the Pro if you need the wireless. But if you have sweatier hands, I have sweatier hands, then you need a coating. I think rubberized coatings have just been so good for so long. It's just the standard now. I think Razer shouldn't mess around with it, and just hopefully they'll update the Pro to have the rubberized coating. But yeah, the coating is bad, and I couldn't get a grip on it, so I guess it's good that it comes with these grips in the box, but unfortunately, I personally don't like the grips either. They are rubberized, so you are going to get more grip than the coating itself, but it has like this weird diamondy texture. I don't know who designed it or like what the purpose was, but like when I'm gripping the mouse, I can kind of like feel the diamondy texture on my fingertips, and it's just a little uncomfortable. So yeah, the middle child is definitely an awkward middle child. I don't like it as much as the other versions, but it is still a great mouse. It is just going to cost you $150 retail, which I don't agree with. So secondly, the wired, let's just get to the price. It's $70. So that's why I said the wired is just the best. Why else is the wired the best? Is because you get free 8K Hz polling rate. The Pro can support 4K Hz polling rate as well, but you need to get a separate $30 dongle with it. And it's already $150 retail, so yeah, that's kind of crazy. You can set it to $100, $2,000, $4,000, and $8,000. So not only is it half the price, but you don't have to pay a premium for the high polling rate. And the last thing is some QC issues on the Pro. You do have like a loose scroll wheel. They try to make a new scroll wheel encoder, but it was just way too loose out of the box, out of the factory. It's even been used in Pro Play and has caused accidental jumps. So if you play TAC FPS and you don't want to jump randomly, then I don't know, either don't get this one or like glue your scroll wheel down or something. I don't know. If you can deal with the wire, then yeah, this is just an insane value. And finally, the Faker Edition, it's just the Pro with the updated scroll wheel from the wired version and a better coating than the wired version as well. So the coatings on the wired version and the Faker edition aren't actually the same. The Faker edition is a bit more grippy, and the wired one, it can get a bit more slippery over time. So the Faker edition is like the MVP all around. Like I said, it's my pick. I do have the 4K dongle. I did get it for $15 when it was on sale earlier. The only thing is that it retails for $169, which is crazy. But for the wireless versions, I would recommend looking for one that's used. You can do this on Amazon if you just go on the product page and you scroll down to the right where the prices are. You will see some used ones at a steep discount. The only problem with this though is it is kind of like a roulette thing. I would recommend you have to get one that's sold by Amazon and ships from like Amazon warehouse. It'll say that. Now the reason why it's kind of weird is because you could get a dud or you could get a brand new one at the discounted price. But the duds are useless, so you're going to have to return it or get a replacement if you do get a dud. Now, I've seen this before. I've ordered like used Razer mice from Amazon warehouse, and I don't know, it's just some crazy people do some crazy things with their mice, or they don't put the cables back in, or they don't put the dongle back in, and you just can't use the mouse. So yeah, I'd say it's definitely a gamble, but the success rate is high enough that I do recommend it. You do get steep discounts. And in fact, this Faker edition one that I use right now, I paid $115 for it. So that's just a steal. That's just a banger deal. And I do highly recommend it. So yeah, there is that factor to consider. If you want to get wireless, I definitely recommend that route because you can always just try and see if you get a new one and then just return it if you don't. So yeah, that's it overall. Like I said, the wired is the best. It's only $70. My pick is the Faker edition. It's the MVP all around, like the man himself. You get the best wireless performance, you get the fixed scroll wheel, and you get the coating. It's just a done deal. So yeah, if you're looking for a Deathadder V3 for your setup, these are the distinguishing factors and how you should make your decision. But yeah, goodbye.